Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Holistic Happiness Club. And today's topic is a little bit different, but it is still very common to all of us. The topic is how to protect yourself from negative influence. So, the thing is that every day we go through some incidents, events, and we meet some people. Some of them are positive, and some of them are negative. So the positive things, event, incidents, and people they leave a positive overall impact on us, whereas negative people, negative incidents, and negative events they leave a negative impact on us, and that's why sometimes we start feeling irritated, and sometimes we start feeling that there is no clarity. Sometimes we start self-doubting ourselves. Sometimes we start scrutinizing things in a way which is not required, and sometimes we feel anxiety and depression as well, not clinically diagnosed depression but depressive thoughts. So we feel all that because of that negative influence. So how can we protect us from that negative energy, from that negative influence? So that's what we are going to discuss today, and it's pretty common. We all experience that in our day to day life. So before we start delving into the topic, I want to start the topic or the episode by saying thank you. Thank you to you for tuning into Holistic Happiness Club, for investing your time into Holistic Happiness Club. And a special thank you to all of those who tune into Holistic Happiness Club every single week. Your investment is the fuel, is the motivation for me, which keeps me going, which asks me to produce more and more meaningful content. And as always, I keep saying and I keep promising you that I always try to give you the maximum value of the time that you invest in Holistic Happiness Club. And so today also, I will try the same. I will try to give you the maximum value of your time that you are investing in Holistic Happiness Club. So, with that said, let's get started with today's topic. Hi, my name is Akshay Tiwari. I'm a holistic happiness coach, author of the book named Usher, and the founder of Holistic Happiness Club. Holistic Happiness Club is the place where we talk about happiness holistically. We understand that happiness is not a single faceted thing, it's a multifaceted thing, and that's why it needs to be looked at from a 360-degree perspective, from a multifaceted angles, right? Because we understand that happiness is the umbrella term for everything that is going on in our life, be it our health, wealth, finances, career, business, relationships. Everything comes together, and that makes us happy. And that is why it is very important to take a look at every aspect of our life. That's what we do at Holistic Happiness Club. More about me and more about Holistic Happiness Club at the end of this episode. For now, let's dive into the episode without any further delay. All right, so let's dive into the topic. And the topic is, as I said, how to protect ourselves from negative influences. So first, let's understand what is negative influence. What am I talking about? So let me share one personal experience to you. So around 5 years back, I was going to a certain place, and I was riding my motorbike. Motorbikes are very very common to ride in India. If you are listening it in abroad, so it's very common here to ride a motorbike in India, and I was having my friend as a pillion, and I was thinking so many things. And I think riding motorbike is my favorite time. When I get into flashback, I start thinking of so many things, and sometimes I start making future plans as well. So I was thinking so many things, and I don't know which thought and what triggered me, and I started feeling little irritated, little, perplexed and confused. And that started showing in my riding as well. I started riding a little bit recklessly, and I usually don't do that. I am usually a very good rider, very sane rider. But that time, in the midway, I started riding recklessly. And after some time, when I was almost about to hit a four wheeler, my friend asked me, who was sitting behind me as a pillion, he said, "Dude, what are you doing today?" And his question made me realize that something has happened. something has gone inside me, and that is making me so irritated, and that irritation is coming out, and it is reflecting in my writing. So something has happened, some thought, some incident, something which I was thinking, that triggered me. So these kind of triggers I'm talking about, these are negative influence that pushes us to take some negative action, or do some or say some negative things. And here in by the term negative, I am talking about the standard negative things which we understands, like not riding very in a very good mood, like driving recklessly, or speaking recklessly, or being angry at something, and being angry especially for nothing with your favorite person. So those kind of influences I'm talking about, that some irritation, some anxiousness that goes inside us, and most of the time we also don't know why it is happening. So that's what I'm talking about. So how can we understand that it's a negative influence? So we do not need to actually understand that it's a negative influence, we just need to look out for some indicators, some symptoms. So emotional indicators, emotional symptoms can be unexplained feeling of anxiety, unexplained feeling of depression, unexplained irritability, or maybe it is explained. If even if you are able to point out that thought that has triggered you, that incident, that event that has triggered you, and why it has triggered you, then it is great. Sometimes we are able to do that. Mostly those who are self aware, who can get into their own thoughts, and they can start and they can trace the origin of that thought, origin of the feeling, why they are feeling what they are feeling. If people are that much self aware, which I sometimes am, and so many people I know, not so many but few people I know, they are also that self aware that they can trace the origin of their feelings. So sometimes we can trace the origin of this irritability and depression and anxiety, and sometimes we can't. So it's not that important to deal with the origin, although it is important. But if you are not able to trace, don't break your head into tracing the origin, that which thought has triggered me. The important thing is to deal with the outcome. Now, you might say that, Akshay, you always say that you need to deal with the root cause. And here we are not dealing with the root cause. Yes, here we are not dealing with the root cause. But in the process, which I'm going to explain throughout this episode, you will start developing this ability to go into the root cause and start nipping it in the bud. So for now, we will focus only on the outcomes. The outcome is these emotional indicators like unexplained feeling of anxiety, depression, irritability, and mental fog. You are not able to concentrate on something, you are not able to forget uh, something, or negative thoughts you are getting about yourself. So these are some symptoms of negative influence. Some physical symptoms, it can translate into physical symptoms it if it prolongs for a long period of time. So you will have unexplained fatigue. I personally have dealt with for a very long time, for months actually, unexplained fatigue. My mind used to race in the night, and I was not able to sleep in the night, and then I was waking up groggy, and that kept me like lethargic throughout the day. Then it can translates into headaches, and sometimes you will get unexplained aches and pains in joints. So that can also happen because if there is something not right with your mental health, if something is not right within your mind, if some thought, some feeling is stuck, it can very well translate into physical symptoms as well. And there are proven science behind it. There is a book from Dr. Schindler, I guess. So he argues that in hospital, three, two out of three people are bedridden because of their mental illness, and that mental illness is translating into physical illness. So even if this figure is not right, that 66% people are translating their mental illness into physical illness, but still there are very large number of people who who are translating, I mean, who are suffering from psychosomatic disease. These are called psychosomatic problems, that you have some problem psychologically, and that is translating into some pain and some aches into your body. So you can experience some physical symptoms also of these negative influences. All right, so this was the understanding of that negative influences. So we are just focusing on the outcome, what we are feeling emotionally, mentally, and physically. All right, next. So to deal with it, we need to build energetic boundaries. We need to build our positive energy so strongly that negative energy does not affect us. Now, it doesn't sound very practical, or no, it does not sound very ideal. I mean, it sounds very ideal, and it is very ideal. So it's very hard to achieve. It's not for everyone, but we all can try, and we can all become a better version of ourselves, right? So what we need to do is, there are various techniques and practices through which you can develop your positivity, your positive boundary, your positive energy, that will help you and that will protect you in these negative influences. All right, so what are these things? I have means categorized into three categories. Number one is visualization techniques. So when you are visualizing, you can visualize yourself that you are in a positive energy bubble, that is a shield around you, that is protecting you, that is giving you positive energy, and that is making your positive energy feel so strong that nothing else can affect you. So when you visualize that, you feel some of it that is coming inside you, and slowly you build that aura within you that does not get affected by negative influences. Right, so that's one technique. And second thing is, when you are second thing that you can visualize is that there is some to whomever you worship, that there is some light or some blessings are coming your way in a form of a white beam, white light, and that is going through your body, and that is cleansing every negative energy that is there in your body. Right, so that's these are some visualization techniques. So if visualization is not your cup of tea, then you can go for grounding practices. So grounding practices is like that you can go out in the nature and try to walk on the grass barefoot. So it is said that whatever energy, whatever negative energy you are having, mother earth is going to soak that up through your feet. And I actually have experienced it, that when you walk on little, you know um, little wet grass, especially in the morning with the morning dew, and if you are walking on that grass for some time, maybe 15 or 20 minutes, it feels so relaxing, it feels very amazing. I have experienced it myself. I used to go for my daily walk, but in India season changes it when but and then this rainy season came, and I stopped going there. Anyways, so but I have experienced this. So if you have access to nature or park around you, then you can go there, you can walk barefoot, and that will help you cleanse. And that's one of the easiest practice that will help you cleanse your energy, that can help you protect from negative energy. If you are not able to go for grounding and for certain purpose or certain reason, then you can visualize yourself that you are walking on on the grass barefoot, and the grass is having dew in it, and it is little cold, just a little cold. So that you can visualize as well. So visualization, because when we are actually visualizing, when we are actually experiencing it through visualization, our mind many times feels it real, and it acts as a real thing. Okay, so that also you can do. Right, the third thing is very I mean, it will give you so many benefits. That is breath work. If one thing you need to, if you want to adopt just one practice for self development, for your health, physical health, for your mental health, for your emotional health, and for your happiness, that is going to be breath work, deep breathing. And if you are into pranayam, that's great, because that there are different patterns. So if you have some problems like blood pressure or sugar, please consult with a yoga teacher. They will help you guide that which pranayam is good for you. There are multiple pranayams, and anulom vilom is one which is mostly safe for everyone, but it is better if you have any health issue, then it's better that you consult with some yoga practitioner, or with your doctor first. And then you can practice these breath work. They will help you in your physical health, they will help you in mental health, they will help you in your spiritual health as well, they will help you in your emotional health, and they will help you, these pranayam will help you in building your positive energetic boundary. And they will clean, I mean, these practice, these breath work will clean your aura from within, and that will remove any kind of negative influence. All right, so these are some practices that you can incorporate to build energetic boundary. All right, and another thing is that, so these are the practices which I have just shared, that from which you can build your energetic boundary. But then also, in our day to day course, there will be incidents, there will be events, and there will be meeting with people who will affect us negatively. So for that, it is very important that we are cleansing ourselves. So some of the practices which I have shared in the previous step, that is creating your energetic or positive energy boundaries, some of the practices will help you clean as well. But it is important, it is good to have a practice for cleansing your energy. If you are someone who gets uh, affected by these negative incidents very often and very regularly, so what are these, what can you do to cleanse yourself? So the bottom line is, create a sacred space for yourself where you can go daily. So it can be a corner in your house, physical space, or it can be a mental space, that sometime when you sit with meditation, you just go inward and you start feeling that space within your mind. That can be your mental space as well. So if I recommend creating a physical space in your corner where you go and sit with yourself alone for some time, like a minimum 10 to 15 minutes, and you can meditate there, you can be with yourself there, and you can feel protected, you can feel safe there. You know that in this corner of your house, no one is going to touch you, no one is going to bother you for anything. So that sacred space is very necessary for all of us. So be it physical or be it mental, if that space is there, you can go there and you can relax for some time, and that relaxation will help you cleanse that negative influence with from your system. Also, you can try journaling. It's a very powerful exercise. You can write your thoughts and feelings and experience whatever you are experiencing, or whatever incident or event that has triggered that, also you can write it in that journal. If it is too negative, then you can try to tear that paper apart, and so that you can feel that, okay, this incident is now over from my life. It's a symbol, it's a personification of letting go of that incident from your life, from your body, from your system. So you can start journaling as well. And if there is one thing that is fast track for everything in personal space journey, that is supportive relationship, your peer group. If there are positive people, there are your relationship with friends and family, they are positive people, they are the people who pushes you to grow, they are the people with whom you can share and anything, and you can feel safe, and nothing better than that is there. All right, so if you have this kind of relationship, you can talk to them and you can feel safe. You can uplift your social circle and nourish your well-being through these supportive relationships. Also, while researching this topic, I got to know that there are crystals and herbs that people use to cleanse their energy. I have no personal experience, nor I have recommended to any client, but people speak highly about it. So, if you want to use one or some of them, then use it or try it at your own discretion. All right, so that is about cleansing your energy. Right, before I move forward, I have a special request to all of you, that if you are listening to this podcast episode on iTunes or Apple, please rate this podcast, because rating helps me to reach more and more people. It helps me to establish that I am producing quality content, and like you and like me, there are multiple other people who wants to consume this kind of content, who are in need of this kind of content. So if you know someone who needs this kind of content, please share these episodes with those people as well. And at the very least, please try to rate this show 5 star on iTunes and Spotify. And if you are listening this or watching this on YouTube, please like this video, please share it, and please subscribe to the channel. That will help me grow and reach more and more people and make a positive impact in more and more people's life. So that's a special request. Let's move on to the episode. So I have explained that what is this negative influence and how can you build a positive energy boundary for yourself, and how can you start cleaning on a daily basis that energy of yours, right? So another thing is very important thing is that consistency is the key. See, if you are picking any practice, let's say visualization or meditation or journaling, if you're doing it for like 4 or 5 days or a week or 2 week maybe, and you will see that, oh, there is no improvement, so I am going to check this practice. It doesn't work like that. You need to work on it for some period of time. It's like a snowball. It starts very small, so small that the effect you will not start to notice. But only when you continue for some time with, and you stick with that practice for some time, then only it will start showing the result. It is like gym, hitting the gym. If you go to the gym for week or 2 week, you will not feel any noticeable difference into your arms and shoulders and chest. It is only when you consistently put the effort, after a month or 2 months or 3 months, depending on your body and diet, only then it will start showing the result. Similarly, these practices are even more subtle. Going to the gym is still even physical. So it is very important that you do these practices on a daily basis. Have at least one practice which takes you to an altered state, on a state of trance where you feel safe, where you feel secure, where you feel that you are being uplifted. Be it meditation, be it journaling, be it breath work, at least one practice you need to have. And that will not only help you to protect you from negative influences, that will help you in overall mental well-being. It will help you in overall happiness. And believe it or not, it will help you achieve your material goals also much faster, because everything happens in our mind first, and then only it comes to our reality. So if your mental world is calm and composed and happy, then your material reality will shape much faster. All right, so consistency is key. So pick whatever practice you are picking, and whatever practice you like, and do it on a daily basis. And on a regular basis, build some emotional awareness. Regularly check with your emotional state, and check whether there is a shift in my emotional state. You remember, in my example, my friend told me that, hey dude, what are you doing today? So that gave me the realization, see, I am not riding very well today. So that these I mean, you need to be aware of these symptoms like physical symptoms which I talked about, unexplained fatigue, emotional symptoms like irritability, or if you are shouting on your or fighting with your loved ones for maybe for no reason or for petty reason which you can ignore. So these are the symptoms which you need to look for. These are the triggers that are telling you that hey, there is something that needs your attention. So by daily practice and emotional awareness, it you will pave a way, a path for yourself for continuous improvement. All right. And if you are not liking one practice after certain period of time, if you're doing that one practice, if it has stopped giving you result, or if you are feeling bored, you can pick up another practice and start do an experiment with yourself and see if that is working better for you. Right. So consistency is key. You need to practice daily, you need to be aware of your emotional state, and you need to experiment with yourself for continuous improvement. All right. So the conclusion is that we cannot delete negativity from our life. That's not possible. There are going to be negative incidents, there are going to be negative people in our life. Sometimes they are so close that we cannot wish them away. All right. So we need to deal with them. There will be harmful external influences. Remember, it is our duty to protect ourselves. It is our inner world. It is your own mental well being. It is your own physical well being. That's why you need to own and you need to, protect yourself and your world from external negative influences. So pick a practice and do it daily. Right. So that's the conclusion of the episode. So here we are coming to the end of the topic of the day, right? But before we end this episode, I want to make an announcement that you can join Holistic Happiness Club. You can become a member of Holistic Happiness Club for free. The link to become a member of Holistic Happiness Club for free is given in the description. So please feel free to check the description and become a member of Holistic Happiness Club. There are multiple perks of being a member of Holistic Happiness Club. There will be webinars, there will be classes, there will be master classes. So all these you are going to get in Holistic Happiness Club. All right. So you can become a member for free. So please join Holistic Happiness Club. Next is that I have written an ebook. The name of the ebook is The Happiness Blueprint: The Practical Strategies for Achieving Fulfilled Life. It's a pocket size ebook, very small, like 20 pages. And it's full of actionable things which you can apply in your life and start seeing the result immediately. Like you start now, and after 1 hour, you'll start feeling that there is a shift in your emotional state and your mental state. So that's how that much practical these steps are. So please download this ebook and start feeling the change in your life. So to download this ebook, the link is given in the description. So please do check the link to download this ebook. Also, if you want to connect with me on a one-to-one basis, and if you want to understand what is stopping your happiness and your success, and if you want to deal with, you want to create yourself a roadmap for your happiness and success, then you can get in touch with me on a one-to-one basis. To book this one-to-one call, there is a link which is given in the description. You can follow that link and book a one-to-one call with me. And if you want to connect with me on social media, Instagram is the place. Happiness Architect is my Instagram handle. You can go and connect with me there. You can ask me anything, you can DM me anytime. So that is the place where you want to connect with me. And if you want to check more information, if you want to get more information about me and my programs, then you can check my website, that is akshaytiwari.in. With that, we have reached to the end of the episode. So till the time we are meeting each other again, take care of you, take care of your loved ones, take care of the people around you, and always remember, happiness is a lifestyle. Bye bye. God bless you. Peace.